Welcome back to the channel. The Range Rover Verlar is one of those SUVs that immediately turns heads. Sleek, stylish, and packed with luxury, it's the kind of vehicle that looks just as good at a five-star hotel as it does on a rugged trail. But should you buy a used one? That's the million-dollar question. Land Rovers have a bit of a reputation, sometimes for the right reasons, sometimes for the wrong ones. In this video, we'll dive into what you need to know before buying a used Range Rover Verlar, covering reliability, maintenance costs, best and worst model years, and whether this SUV is worth your hard-earned cash. Let's start with the pros of buying a used Range Rover Verlar. One of the biggest reasons people buy the Verlar is its aesthetics. It's arguably one of the most beautiful SUVs on the road, featuring a sleek, modern design with flush door handles, a floating roof, and a minimalist yet elegant interior. Inside, you'll find high-end materials like leather, suede, and metal trims, along with an intuitive dual touchscreen infotainment system. If you're looking for a luxury SUV that makes a statement, the Verlar delivers. Despite its stylish looks, the Verlar is no slouch when it comes to performance. Depending on the model year and trim, you'll find a range of engines, from a fuel-efficient turbocharged four-cylinder to a powerful supercharged V6. Most models come with all-wheel drive and Land Rover's terrain response system, meaning they can handle rough conditions better than most luxury SUVs. If you love adventure, the Verlar won't disappoint. Like many luxury vehicles, the Verlar depreciates significantly within the first few years. This means that if you buy used, you can get a high-end SUV for a fraction of the original price. For example, a brand new Verlar can cost anywhere from $60,000 to $90,000, but a well-maintained used model can be found for $30,000 to $50,000, depending on the year and mileage. That's a lot of SUV for the money. The cons of buying a used Range Rover Verlar. Here's where things get tricky. Land Rovers have long had a reputation for being unreliable, and unfortunately, the Verlar hasn't completely escaped this stereotype. Common issues include electrical glitches, software problems with the infotainment system, air suspension failures, and engine trouble in some models. While some owners report trouble-free experiences, others have faced costly repairs. Luxury SUVs don't come cheap when it comes to upkeep, and the Verlar is no exception. Even routine maintenance, like oil changes and brake replacements, costs more than on mainstream SUVs. An oil change at a dealership can cost between $200 and $300, while brake pad replacements can run between $500 and $1,000 per axle. If something major goes wrong, such as transmission issues or turbocharger failure, repairs can easily reach thousands of dollars. A new transmission can cost upwards of $7,000, while turbocharger replacement can set you back around $3,500. If you're considering a used Verlar, budgeting for maintenance and potential repairs is a must. While the Verlar's dual-screen infotainment setup looks futuristic, it hasn't been without issues. Many owners have reported laggy response times, screen freezing, and software bugs. While some of these problems can be fixed with software updates, others have required costly replacements of the entire system. If high-tech features are important to you, be prepared for potential headaches. Best and worst model years. The Verlar debuted in 2018, and like many first-year models, it had some growing pains. The 2018 and 2019 models had more reported issues, particularly with electrical systems, transmission glitches, and the infotainment system. If you're looking at an early model, make sure it has had all necessary updates and recalls addressed. By 2021, Land Rover had ironed out some of the earlier problems. These models tend to have fewer reliability complaints and benefit from updated technology. If your budget allows, a 2021 or newer Verlar is a safer bet in terms of reliability and performance. What to look for when buying used. A well-maintained Verlar is less likely to give you trouble. Always ask for maintenance records, check for recalls, and run a vehicle history report to ensure there are no hidden surprises. If you can find a used Verlar with remaining factory warranty or a certified pre-owned model, that's a big plus. Land Rover's warranty can save you thousands in case of unexpected repairs. Before buying any used Verlar, have it inspected by a trusted mechanic or a Land Rover specialist. They can spot potential issues that might not be obvious at first glance. If you're looking for a stylish, luxurious SUV with strong performance and off-road capability, a used Range Rover Verlar can be a fantastic choice if you're prepared for the potential maintenance costs. It's not the most reliable luxury SUV on the market, but if you buy a well-maintained model, preferably 2021 or newer, and budget for repairs, you can enjoy a high-end SUV at a much lower price than buying new. Just do your homework, get a thorough inspection, and be ready for the occasional headache that comes with owning a Land Rover. So, would you buy a used Verlar?